The Bronx, home to the New York Yankees, the birthplace of breakdancing, hip-hop, and some of hip-hop's biggest names like Cardi B, Ice Spice, Fat Joe, and one lady named J-Lo.
My hair out like this, it reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block.
The Bronx is the northernmost borough in New York City, and it is home to over 1.4 million people, making it the third most densely populated county in the United States. And it is also my home for the last year and a half. And in today's video, I want to share what life in the Bronx is really like. Hello everyone, happy Monday. Today is Monday. It is 6:20 in the morning right now. I've been up since 4:30. Now since 5. Well, I woke up at 4:30 and I stayed in bed hoping to fall back asleep, and I couldn't fall back to sleep, so I just got up. So I've been up since 5. I made breakfast, just finished it, and I'm about to I already got ready, but I'm about to head out for work. So I thought to start this vlog and share a realistic week living and working in the Bronx, New York City, in the Bronx, New York. Because I've been living here for over a year now, like a year and a half. Not a year. What month is it? No, a year and like 2 months, a little over a year. And I just got a new job, and it's in the Bronx. So I wanted to share a realistic week, just commuting, living, and what it's like to be in the Bronx, because you know the Bronx has a bad rep, and I've been living here now for a while, and it's actually a really nice borough. It is huge. Just to get from one side to the other, it's like over an hour. So I wanted to show you all of the Bronx. Well, not all of the Bronx. We're gonna go to work. I'm running a 5K. I'm going to and on Saturday I'm going to Soundview, which is a different area of the Bronx. So we'll explore that area on Saturday. This is in like a week. Today's Monday. And then throughout the week, I'll take you around the Bronx. Maybe we'll go to a supermarket. I might need some stuff, but maybe not. I'm not sure. But that's what we're gonna do in this vlog. We're gonna explore the Bronx. I'm gonna show you the Bronx, what it's like to live and work here. So let's begin. You will find that majority of the trains in the Bronx are above ground, which is really nice in the summer months. The Bronx is a huge borough, so to get around you have to depend a lot not just on the trains but also the buses. Prior to living in the Bronx, I had only taken the bus a handful of times, but they've become part of my normal commute to work. I take the bus on a regular now, not just to go to work, but also to get around the Bronx.
Esto eres testigo, de todo lo que hacemos en tu cuarto. En tu mente dejé mi contacto. Aprovecha que hoy tengo rato, pero esta güerita tiene todo lo que te gusta. No entiende nada, pero sabe cuál es la ruta. Sobre los dos, que novela. Me gusta cuando me dice eres la buena, como me cela. Y escuchando Persia en la habitación. Oh, 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 oh. Entre más callados más va a durar. No lo tenemos que contar. Aunque hace tiempo te sigo.
So usually I do my grocery shopping in my neighborhood. Well, when I used to work in Manhattan, I would go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's because they're right next to my old job. But now I don't really go to Manhattan that often now because my new job is in the Bronx. So there's certain things that I can only get at Whole Foods. So I order some groceries from Whole Foods, and then I'm going to the supermarket in the Bronx, the one that's by my house, because I was gonna get eggs and egg whites, from Whole Foods, but there's no egg whites or eggs there. So I have to go to the supermarket by my house so I could get some eggs, bread, and egg whites. I mean, yeah, egg whites. Because Whole Foods has this bread that's protein bread that I like, but they didn't have any. So I ordered the things that I usually get from Whole Foods, and they're being delivered pretty soon. And then I'm gonna run to the grocery store by my neighborhood and get the things that I didn't get from Whole Foods. But usually there's not really a Whole Foods in the Bronx or a Trader Joe's. All the supermarkets around here are either Pioneers, Key Foods. There's a lot of other ones, like their names, if you live in like an urban area of the Bronx, you'll see a lot of Key Foods and a lot of Pioneer supermarket. So I usually go to one of those. The one by my house, the one by my neighborhood, they recently moved to a new location and they remodeled, and it looks so much nicer now. Before it was kind of small and cramped and messy, but now it looks really nice, and they're getting a lot of new things that they didn't have before. So that's exciting. But they still, some of their shelves are empty when I come in. But I mean, when I go in, some of their stuff is empty because they're still like restocking stuff. But I will. So that's what we're gonna do in this section. I'm going to the supermarket, and then I'm waiting for my food to be delivered. The rest of my groceries to be delivered. Because I order them through Amazon. I should not be ordering from Amazon, but I mean, there is Whole Foods. It goes to Whole Foods, but I order them through their app. Anyways, I'm rambling. Let me go to the supermarket. Groceries have been delivered, so I just have to put them away, but this is nice and convenient. So now I'm all set for the week. I'm gonna cook some dinner and then I should be good. The Bronx is also home to the most famous steps in cinema history, the Joker stairs, where the Joker had his little dance session in the first film, The Joker. They're located on 167th Street in Highbridge, which is a neighborhood in the Bronx. Before the movie, these were just long steps people had to climb every day. But ever since the movie came out, the steps have turned into a tourist attraction. And even if you go on maps, on Google Maps, they're listed there as the Joker stairs. I did it. I wasn't even trying to do that. I am taking a little walk during my lunch hour. There's a park by my job, so it's not bad out today. It's 50 degrees, so I was like, let me just walk around, get some fresh air instead of just sitting on my desk. You know, the Bronx is the greenest borough in all of New York City. 25% of the land in the Bronx is dedicated to the parks, to a bunch of parks. And some people think that the Central Park is the biggest park in New York City, but it's actually the Pelham Bay Park. Is it the Pelham Bay? Yeah, the Pelham Bay Park, which is located in the northeast corner of the Bronx. It is way bigger than Central Park. I do miss Central Park though, because I used to go around there. We used to run around the reservoir. This park seems cool. I just googled it. There is a loop that's like a 1.5 loop, so I might run when it's warmer, like in the summer. And aside from like the Pelham Bay Park and this park, There's the Botanical Garden in the Bronx, which is huge. And right next to it is the Bronx Zoo. So if you go to the Bronx Zoo, you can just walk over to the Botanical Garden and have a day there. It is so nice over there. It doesn't even feel like you're in the city. And I just found out that through my job, I get free admission, because the last 2 times that I've been there, I had to pay $35. So it's nice to have free admission in the summer. I could just walk over there, hang out, relax, enjoy nature. But yeah, the Bronx is not so bad. There's a lot of great things in here. It's just really far from everything, but you get used to it. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love the cherry blossoms. Oh my God, when the spring comes out, when there's more spring, because right now, look at this. The trees are empty. But if you walk by Central Park, there's so many cherry blossoms. I might go just to look at them eventually.
No lo tenemos que contar.
The Bronx is home to the nation's largest metropolitan zoo, the Bronx Zoo, which has more than 6,000 animals spread across 265 acres. It is also right next to the Botanical Garden, which if you go, it feels like you're in a whole nother place. It doesn't even feel like New York City. And right around there is Fordham University. Since 1923, the Bronx has been home to the New York Yankees. The Yankee Stadium is right on 161st Street off the D and the 4 train. Last year, I went to my very first baseball game and I got to go to the Yankee Stadium, which was a lot of fun. So the Bronx is home to a lot of art galleries and museums, and it was the last home of Edgar Allan Poe, which, if you're not familiar with Edgar Allan Poe, he was a famous writer and poet, and he spent the last years of his life living in the Bronx. And his home was actually turned into a museum, so that's where we're going today. It is 80 degrees outside, and I thought it was the perfect day to take the train a few stops down and come see the cottage, the Poe Cottage, which you are able to visit on weekends. It is that little house over there. I'm waiting for the light to turn so we can go in. It's so funny to see this like cute little cottage in the middle of the Bronx. It's like so out of place from everything. It's supposed to be open Saturdays and Sundays, and you can see it. I think it's $5 to go in, but if you have a library card from New York City, you can get in for free. Also, if you want a good show to watch on Netflix, the Fall of the House of Usher is based on a short story written by Edgar Allan Poe. It was so good. Okay, so unfortunately, I was not able to get my tour. I made a reservation through it was a culture pass using my library card, and I came here and there's no one here. The gate is locked and there's no one to give me a tour. There were 2 other girls here too who had made a reservation. And the website said to come at any time, but that website lied to all of us because there was a guy that works in the park by this area. And I went over there and I asked him, and he said that it's usually open, but if the gate is closed, there's no one there. And these numbers in the sign, they don't work. No one's answering. So we didn't get to see the inside. So if you are an Edgar Allan Poe fan and you want to come see the cottage, make sure to schedule a specific time so someone could be at the cottage. Because I came here for nothing. Well, not for nothing. I saw the little house. It's cute. It's like in the middle of the jungle of the Bronx. Okay, I guess shall go home now. This diner by the train station, so I'm gonna eat some breakfast. It's actually 1:30, but it's a diner and they have breakfast food. But my battery is at 2%, this camera, so I'm gonna shut it off and enjoy my breakfast. It is so beautiful out today. It's nice and bright. So I'm gonna end this vlog here and tell you what it's like to live in the Bronx. I know at the beginning of this vlog, I said that it was going to be like a week. I'm gonna take you through a whole week, and I did kind of. I think it was just like random days that I did, but I just wanna end this by saying, the Bronx is a really nice borough. And the Bronx has a bad rep. Like if you go online and you search what it's like to live in the Bronx or something, there's always some negative headline. Majority of the videos that are popping up is something about the hood and it's something negative. And I just wanted to add a little positivity to the web, because not all of the Bronx is bad. And yes, there are some areas that are better than others, but that is in every borough. There's bad parts of Brooklyn. There are bad parts in Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island. There's bad parts everywhere. And I feel like when people think the Bronx, they think like the whole borough is terrible, and it's not. I really like living here. The only thing, like I said at the beginning, it is far from things. Like it takes me an hour to get to the city, like to go to Manhattan, it takes me an hour. To Brooklyn, forget it. I don't even go to Brooklyn because it takes me like 2.5 hours. I'd rather take a plane and go to Miami. It's the same length of time. But yeah, it's just far. But you get so much more space up here. My apartment is twice the size of my old studio, and I was paying a lot more living. Look at this. Okay, excuse me, I'm having these ducks over here interrupting my vlogging. Oh God, I hope they're not coming over here to attack me. Look at, oh my God, he's walking slow. Okay, back to this. Like I was saying, space up here, you get so much more space for the price that you pay. Like when I was looking for an apartment, I saw a 1-bedroom for $1,500, and I really wanted to get it. I even applied, and then the guy never got back to me, which was really annoying. But you can get like a 1-bedroom for $1,500. And I got a studio, and the studio was $1,450. But the studio is huge. It's like twice the size of my old studio. People keep walking by. Well, not people. They're the only girls that walk by. The ducks keep interrupting me. Anyways. Oh, I didn't even see the doggy. What was I saying? So yes, apartments here are huge. You get a lot more space, a lot more for what you're paying for. So I really like that. There's so much diversity in the Bronx. There's so many different neighborhoods that you could. I have to go to Little Italy, actually. Little Italy in the Bronx is the original Little Italy. I think that's what I read. So I want to go there one afternoon or one Saturday. But yeah, I really enjoy living in the Bronx. It's a really nice place. And there's so much beauty here, like the parks. This park, I just saw a few cherry blossom trees, which reminds me, Central Park is full of them, so I'm gonna try to go by there soon. But there's so many parks, there's a lot of museums. The Hip Hop Museum is gonna be opening up, I think next year. I went to this talk with the president of the Hip Hop Museum. But it's gonna be opening up in like a year or so. So that's another attraction in the Bronx. I don't know if you hear that plane, I hope you don't. Anyways, so I'm gonna end it by saying, I love the Bronx. Oh, I forgot to say, because the Bronx has, it has a bad reputation. I was actually a little nervous about moving here. I remember when I came to see the apartment, I was a little nervous because you hear all these things, all these terrible stories. But nothing has happened to me. I live in a really nice and quiet neighborhood. Even though it's all apartment, it's residential, there's a lot of families in the area. So everything is quiet and very safe. I walk home late at night, nothing has happened. Thank God. Let me knock on wood, just to make sure. But I was nervous because, of all the things that you see, but then I moved here and it's nothing. It's a great borough. So don't believe all the negative headlines you read. Yes, there's danger, but there's danger everywhere. And like I've said in previous vlogs, as long as you mind your business, you'll be okay. Anyways, that is the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy my little Bronx history tour lesson showing. And until I see you again on my next vlog. Bye.